Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So the moment has come. I used the new Elite, well the modified used Elite controller last night in some Fortnite, and it went off without hitch, no drift as far as I could tell, which was expected, but still good to see obviously. Put the paddles back on there, put the 360 sticks on there the way I like in the stock D-pad. So now we're gonna do some, we're gonna actually double check, make sure there isn't any drift on Game Tester and the stock USB controller tester on Windows, and then after that we're gonna do a little surgery. We're gonna open it up and actually see if it does have, in fact, have Hall effect sticks in there, which I certainly hope it does. So without further ado, I haven't plugged it in yet, so hopefully this cable works, and it's also a data transfer cable. Okay, so unfortunately that cord that that guy on eBay included with was not a data transfer cable. It looks like it's called Small Electric. I don't know if you can see the brand there, but it's nice build quality. It's got metal ends on it and stuff, and the braiding is nice. It's got a little smiley face on there, but unfortunately it does not allow us to test it on the computer to see how it's working. But I did have the stock one left from my last Elite. So let's take a look over here. I'm gonna zoom in on the screen, see how we're looking. Whoa. All right. Scroll down, see what's going on here, and there is nothing going on. I love to see that. Let's get another opinion. Oh, that is lovely. Let's give it a little shake. Oh, okay. No, not looking too bad there. That's the first thing I would do at the old replay. Make sure we're not seeing any shake on the sticks there. So we'll give it the circularity test next without the numbers. So far so good, good access. And I had like, oh, there was only like 5% dead zone. You have to have that on in Fortnite. You can't make it 0, but I don't know if this is too fast or too slow. Oh, but that's well below 10 on both of them, so that's really good. Love to see that. All the face buttons are working, both the triggers are working, both with stops and without stops. Yes, sir. And then, let's see. Let's move this over. We don't need the analog stick anymore. Here, let's put it back over there. And then the D-pad's working good. Although it's working, it's not acknowledging it on here. Oh, there it goes. I guess it doesn't want to use them both at the same time. Start and select. Bumpers. The bumpers feel really good. Like, I didn't realize how bad they were on my last controller, but these are lovely. It'll be interesting to see if there's any of the little folded wax paper behind here or not, or if they took that out or what, because that was kind of giving me some issues. But both of those are working, and of course the paddles are showing up as well. So that is lovely, and the home button is also showing up too. Alright, so now I'm a little nervous to crack it open, but let's go ahead and do that next. We'll start with the plastic spudgers. If I can find one over here on my left. I just organized all my tools, so it's fairly an organized process over here. Let's go ahead and drop it down here so I don't have to see my messy cardboard boxes as much. Oh, let's also, let's see, turn the unit off. I think if you hold sync and power, it'll turn off. No, I'm probably turning on my Xbox, honestly. There's a way to manually turn it off, but I forgot what it is. Just a moment. Okay, took me a second, but I just had to hold down the home button for a short eternity, and it eventually turned off. I'll just put the paddles over there, take off the analog sticks, put them over there. Got all that off. Now, I did point out last night that there was a little bit of a raised piece right there, which is not horrible by any means, but we'll carefully take our little guitar pick pry tool. I haven't done this on screen before, but still trying to baby it a little bit. Oh, I'll take the D-pad off as well. Alice or Aloy may make celebrity guest appearance. And I might even have to do this off screen. I'm going to swing this around. Pardon me. Crotch shot. Okay. Feel better about this. Now, normally I would just dig my fingers in there and just rip it right off, but trying to be nice with this thing. So bear with me. I might have to pause it. Okay, I've been wrestling with it off screen for about 5 minutes. Slowly got half of it undone. Really taking my time, trying my best not to break any of those tabs, as they are just so gosh darn easy to break. I honestly wondered if he had glued it together in some fashion, just because it was so snug. The other thing you have to be careful with is the seam right here, because it's actually two separate parts, or at least it's kind of two separate parts. Okay, there it goes. Whew, no damage done. All right, but you'll see what I'm talking about here. If the light cooperates, you can see kind of a faint seam right here between this side and that side, and that's where it broke on my last one. It gave way either on the right or the left side. But that's what we're here to talk about. We're trying to find look at the sticks here. I'm seeing green. Oh, I'm seeing blue. Hot dog. Whoa. I think that's a Hall Effect stick, ladies and gentlemen, because the stock ones are strictly green. Just a second. So if you look here at my broken one, this is where the one that I was trying to fix broke off, but this is the one that's still working, the right stick, and that is green potentiometers on the right and the left side. So I believe this guy was honest, and which is good, because there's a green right here and a blue up top and a green right there and a blue down below. But I think I want to dive in just a little bit deeper. I'm satisfied with that, but I want to see if he added extra little there's a couple different ways to do this, and I think the ones that utilize the magnetic the magnets, so you could still use the magnets with the analog sticks, required an extra PCB circuit board in there as well. So I want to dive in a little bit deeper and see what we're looking at there. Sorry if I'm upside down now. Okay, so I very carefully took out all, 5 screws from the face here. Let me zoom in a little bit closer for you. And now you can get a good look at the potentiometer plastics around there, in addition to the threaded screw posts, because compared to the other Hall Effect stick that I had used in the Red Gears controller, these are orange. If I can get it out of the freaking bag. These are orange, or at least it's orange on one side, black on the other. Okay. And it does not have the threading on the post, so you can't use the magnetic swappable thumbsticks, which honestly is a big part of the Elite controller, and I really didn't want to use these for sacrificing that feature, because you can't use them on there. They don't screw on. You can't adjust the tension. That's why they screw on. So this is fine for a standard Xbox One or Series X controller, but not so great for the Elite. I suppose you could use it fine for the Elite 1 controller. I don't think those were threaded. But comparison to what I had gotten, which I thought was the same thing, these are actually orange. I mean, green. Just kidding. On both sides. I thought they were blue on one, just like this. But I've been looking at so many freaking analog sticks online. It's hard to keep it all straight. But that's the model number on that, if you want to look on there. I believe I just got them on eBay. Can't vouch for them one way or another because I haven't tried them, but the orange one does seem to be working okay. But it did appear to have some drift in the tester, however not in game. But anywho, I got that out of there. So we're just gonna zoom back out again here. Very carefully pop this guy off, just to take a closer look, see if there's anything more interesting. I did not mean to zoom out that far. Also, I noticed he seems to have taken off the Kevlar tape, that clear plastic tape keeping the wires in place, but there's like a foamy residue or something in there instead. Shout out to my OG 360 security control screwdriver that I've been using these many moons. Okay, what are we looking at over here? Nothing too crazy. Looks pretty stock. Ooh, that's starting to pop off. Don't love that. But also seems to be a little brittle over here. Or maybe it's just folded. Okay, not too crazy. And we can't see what's going on behind the sticks very well. Okay, well, excuse me, I think I have torn it down as far as I am comfortable doing so, and I don't see any additional circuit boards in this analog stick region. I've looked pretty thoroughly and tried to get a little bit more light in here because I apologize, the lighting is absolutely atrocious at the moment. Also, never do this on carpet like I'm doing right now. It's just kind of what happened right now. My flashlight is also dying, but I'm pretty convinced that this is in fact Hall Effect sticks. One thing also, I was not careful enough. I believe I chewed up one of the wires over here leading into the rumble back. I am very certain that the gentleman working with this controller did not do that. I'm sure it was my handiwork with the spudgers. The prying things there. So anyways, I've been rambling long enough. I'm going to get this thing back together. Hopefully I didn't break it. Put the headphone jack back in there and test it one last time for you. And before I put it in there, I did meticulously put a piece of electrical tape around those two wires that took a little damage. I think it was more one of the two, but yeah, I did a pretty shitty job doing that, but hopefully it helps. And I can definitely attest that both rumble was working before I did all of this. Okay, so I got all 6 screws in there. I may have said 5 earlier. And I just want to show that all, what, 8? No, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tabs are intact on here, just for my own documentation, because they do break very easily, unfortunately. So Microsoft, if you're watching and you make an Elite version 3, which I certainly hope you do if you're going to stop making Xboxes, and hopefully it'll focus a little bit more on your controllers, put Hall Effect sticks in there, obviously right out of the gate. That's priority 1. Priority 2, I would say, fix the bumper situation. I was mentioning the little bit of wax paper that was in there, and it is in fact there. Yeah, you can barely see it, but it's right there, right above the button. It's there, fully intact, and it looks like it's wrapped around all 3 sections of it. Some people were saying take that out and fold it on itself to make it a little bit thicker to help with the clickiness of it if it was giving you issues like it was me. So Microsoft, I needed to fix that too. Right now it's fine in this model. And then also, yeah, fix the tabs, and there's probably some other stuff that I'll mention later on. So let's get that faceplate back on and test it. Oh, but before I do that, also use canned air while you're doing this, especially when you're on the carpet. You're getting so much cat fur and other junk in there. I'm trying to mitigate that the best I can. Also, the wires that I was kind of exposing a little bit, not cut, but they were being exposed, wasn't the rumble motors, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but it was not the red and white or red and gray, but it's actually the black and gray right here on this side. So I think those are actually connecting it maybe to the bumpers and the triggers, so I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna know pretty quick if I screwed something up or not, but we shall see. Okay, moment of truth. We're gonna plug this bad boy back in here and hope for the best. Let's zoom out a little bit, or a lot bit. Okay, analog sticks are fine. Little wiggle jiggle, that's fine. Circularity check. That one, okay, it was at 12 for a second, but then it shot back down, so I think we're okay. Okay, triggers are working fine. Bumpers are responding fine. Face buttons are good. Start and select are good. D-pad is a little glorious. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm And of course the home button. I wonder if the profile button does anything. Nope. Okay. That's normal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're at a success here. I will leave a drop a link in the description for the gentleman that made this custom modification on the sticks. He doesn't have any more Elite or Xbox controllers on his page, but he does have a lot of DualSense 5, PS5 controllers available to sell that look really nice. Different designs on there, if I'm not mistaken. But this is very good, definitely recommended, and I don't think you have to open up your controller from this person to verify. I just had to know for science. As always, thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you in the next one.